Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. So welcome back to the Investing for Kids channel. So on this channel, if you are new, we like to discuss everything to do with investing, and in today's video, it's a bit of a rounded one, but it is very much focused on the results of the recent Apple and Tesla stock split. Now, if you have been around the channel for the last 2 weeks or so, you will know that we have been following this. We've had a pre-split video talking about why are Apple and Tesla actually splitting their shares and what does it mean for you. Well, they did split about 2 weeks ago, and it's certainly been a very interesting ride. But first, I've got some massive news. I finally got some more scissors, some brand new scissors. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but every time I go to do an unboxing video, I cannot find my scissors. And so then I went out and wasted about $5 on scissors because then I found my other scissors. So now I'm thinking about like framing a pair of scissors behind me just for the videos. But we got lots of scissors. That's very exciting news, but also small minor thing. Tesla had its worst trading day in like the last couple of years. No big deal. Yeah, you heard me right. Tesla, one of the worst trading days in a long time. I'm just going to say that. So the split for both Apple and Tesla were very exciting. Well, not really for Apple. Apple's barely done anything. I mean, it's down from when it split, but Apple has not been exciting. Tesla, however, has been a wild horse ride to watch. It's so exciting. I've got some numbers next to me just to give you the whole crazy ride, but let's get into it right about now. So, when Tesla and Apple truly did split, ended up being about the 31st of August 2020. There was a Monday. So they were set to split on the Friday previously, but they didn't actually do that because the weekend was their time to sort of settle down, make sure everything was set, and split starting on Monday. And so when Tesla split, the shares, from the last I saw, were about $2,200 each, meaning the split would have been about $440. But holy guacamole, let's have a look at what happened. So I'm not exactly sure about what happened the second it split, but the first thing I saw of it at about 7 o'clock in the morning on that Monday, $480 a share. And that was very, very astounding because that is a fairly significant ride, because that means if we've increased by $40 a share and we had a 5-way split, it's a $200 increase, massive. And then later on the day, we saw it to go just under $500, which was pretty surreal to see. And then we did achieve $501 per Tesla share, which was ridiculous to see. That's like $2,500 whole share. And if you think about it, just like a month or two ago, Tesla was under $1,000, which is very, very ridiculous to think about. But then things took a nasty turn. I could not say that. Things took a real nasty turn. Tesla, down from 500 to 440. Tesla, down from 440 to 380. Tesla, back up to 450, it's just a small pullback. Tesla down to 330 a share. $330 a share. Just think about that. A valuation of $1,650. When we were merely just at 2,500 in the last numbers we were talking about. So yes, Tesla has had a couple of issues. Now I actually have taken the liberty of informing myself a little bit so I can talk to you. One, Tesla actually has a new competitor. There are 2 other companies that are teaming up to try and create a fully electronic car, and it hasn't been achieved properly other than Tesla. So that was certainly a big thing coming up for Tesla. I don't know them off the top of my brain. We're not going to go into that because that's a whole other thing about Tesla. We're just talking about the split and how the share's been doing. But it is something I would say stay on top of if you're thinking about Tesla. Tesla's just was in my mind a little bit before the split, but now it's like, this thing is way too volatile for myself. Obviously, I can't give financial advice. I'm a kid. But personally, I'm not putting all my eggs, I'm not putting even a fraction of my eggs into that basket because that basket is too small. So, not Tesla for me because it looks very, you can see we went from 500 down to 330 and we're back up to only 370 now, which is not a very good recovery yet. Tesla, who went to having the combined market cap of Ford and General Motors mushed together. Some of the largest companies in the world, Tesla, bigger, is now having trading days like this. It just puts things in so much perspective. Is the share overpriced? Is the share overvalued? Like everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people are saying, is the company overvalued? Well, that's truly up for you to decide. But I personally think that obviously the world that we live in is currently completely centered around technology. It's quite surreal if you step back and look at it. We all go around with our phones. We all go around doing our work on devices. Especially in this current time, everybody's working from home, or at least most of people are working from home. Everybody is based around technology. And you say, well, what does that have to do with cars? Well, if you think about it, if we're centered around technology, then why aren't people going to go for electronic cars? That's just something that a lot of people would look at when they're buying it. It's cool. They've got features like you can make the chairs sound like whoopee cushions. You can watch YouTube when we're charging your car. You can do anything on these cars, and I have to say, they're pretty cool cars. But we're talking about the stock, and to talk about the stock, you have to look at everything around it. What is one of the biggest global issues right now? Climate change and global warming. What are people going to do when they have some sort of feeling that they need to be innovative and it just clashes with the time they need a new car? Well, let's help the environment and get a Tesla, because that's what they think the future is going to need. We need to buy electronic cars. We need to save the planet. There's no plan B. There's so many issues involved in this one thing. And do you see how Tesla's got me speaking? There is so much around it that lures people in and makes them truly see the positives in this. And they're not just made up. They are helping the environment. They do look really cool. They do cool things. They have good positives to them. And that's why it's running such a massive increase in share price. 1 month, over 100%. That is ridiculous. This share was merely $23 10 years ago. Now look at it. And it was barely climbing, but then people started to understand why it has its positives, and we see Tesla where it is today. Now Apple, yes, Apple's just sitting on the side. I'm not going to talk about Apple. It has not moved, barely, since the split. But Apple, yes, it's technology. Just not as many people are going out and buying new phones at the moment. You've just got to look at all of these things, step back, look. You everyone's stuck at home, just look. And then you truly see why everything is going so crazy. Well, that's all for my bit of a rant today. I started to get very into this. It was a pretty interesting topic. And as always, if you guys are interested in anything in the world of investing, gold and silver, precious metals, shares, micro-investing in properties, anything and other, if you want to learn anything more, please feel free to subscribe. Looks a little bit like this gold button here. We are so very close to 200 subscribers. I don't even know if we're going to be there by the time I finish editing this very video you're watching, but we're so close, and I will of course be doing a very exciting video. I might even do one of those live streams again like we did for 100 if I can get on in time. But that is it for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.